Okay. Another live feed for the day. This is fantastic. You should be getting used to this. Everyone who watches this or jumps on this, I'm just gonna ramble, and I'm actually gonna set up for a sec here. I'm gonna do something very, very soon. I'm just waiting for something to come up on my computer. I've got a double thing going here. Welcome. Belinda, how are ya? You might get a double feature here. Hopefully you had a great day too. It was awesome, the interaction this morning on the live feed. I appreciate it. Julie, how are you? I'm going to wait till a few jump on. This is cool. Cool. Throw any questions in there too. I have got a couple of things to talk about, but if you throw questions in there, it just makes my life easy, actually. Pretty good. You're on the 8-week program tonight, Belinda. You're going to absolutely be mind blown. Awesome day, rain and all. No sound. Can everyone else hear me okay? Everyone else? Tiffany can't hear, no sound. If everyone else can give me a some feedback on that, if they can hear me. If not, I just have to go sign language or something. Hear me okay? Yeah, cool. It might be your sound, Tiffany. Belinda can hear me there. I'm just going to change a couple of things here, guys. This was so last minute, but so important. Plenty of water. Not water tonight. Aminos. Yeah, they can all hear, Tiffany, and there's a delay in this, everyone who gets on the live feed, so we'll just roll with that. Maybe log off again, Tiff, and log back on. Anyway, it's good here. Wait till a few more people get on. Any questions? We got 5 minutes till. I'm just going to give you a bit of a treat too. So the more some people jump on here, the quicker, the better. Any other ladies out there send them a quick message, get them on this, because this is really, really cool. Yeah, awesome. I'm just messing around on my computer here, So how was everyone's day? My day was fantastic, Belinda. I've been rocking it out all day. I've been up and about. Lots and lots of calls, but lots of interactions have been fantastic. Really, really cool energy exchange. Excellent live feeds. And I put this out to the Queens tonight. The Queens, we're always talking about the Kings at Beast Mode, but some of the interaction I've had today has been fantastic, and some of the inboxes 4 times today, absolutely, Shay. And from all you lovely ladies out there, it's been fantastic. And me and Lee and the other guys in Beast Mode, we talk about this all the time, and how much interaction we do have with you amazing women out there, and the feedback we get from you. And I know something that Lee's created, and it's something, the 8-week program we've had going now. And Belinda, you're on it, and there's some amazing women in there, and I know you just started, Belinda. You're in for a surprise tonight. Everyone else who's jumping on, let me know who's watching. Don't hide behind just the likes. Say hey, how are you? I'm just setting up something on my computer here. I'm just rambling for a sec, really. And also saying how grateful I am for all your feedback. Like I say, all you women that jump on these, and that's why I pointed at the Queens tonight. Why not? All the guys don't interact. You agree with that? Thumbs up, likes for that. I think we have 5 minutes till something starts on the computer here. So how are we going there? Throw some questions at me, ladies. It's all ladies on here tonight, unless some of these people that are watching are you men out there. Don't hide. I know there's a massive delay. All right, here we go. What I'm going to do, once this loads up, I'm just going to spin this around. I'm going to see. What I'm going to do, I've got Mr. Lee Bundy, Beast Mode style. My golf game was good. The volume's not very good. But this is just a trial, guys. This is a look inside of Beast Mode. There's Mr. Lee Bundy. Give him a thumbs up. Give him a thumbs up. I've got to write a message in the box for him so he knows I'm doing this.
Awesome stuff. How we going, guys? I'm going to change it up and...
Can you all hear Mr. Bundy there?
At the first run out, the start.
I'm going to be quiet for a sec.
Special, so the second run out, it's going to be in a week. We're going to have a week off, everyone, just to give a bit of time. Hey, how you doing, man? What's going on, Dan?
Alright, here we go. I'm just running something. Be patient with me, guys.
Alright, and Cassie. I'm getting better. You know, you just have to roll the punches, you know what I'm saying?
Breaking up a bit, isn't it?
It's something that I want to take on, you know, take over and do as much as I can and help as many people. And, you know, if I wanted to sit on the...
I love technology. I think we should put some angry faces up here.
Train twice a day. If I wasn't studying, if I wasn't helping so many people, then, you know, but I've got bigger and better plans for you, for me, and the entire race. So I have to be 100%. But now I recharged the batteries, went up, followed.
This is really frustrating. I'm going to apologise for this, guys. But what I'm doing here, yeah, it's not his sound. What it is, it's not exactly what I intended. But I'm going to go down with this. The internet is playing up. This is. I love this modern world. See, now you're going to have to listen to me, guys. Now you're going to have to listen to me. We've got internet problems. I'm back. Apologies for that. If you're still there, that was a bit of a trial. This is that's Mr. Bundy. Oh, it's working now. Quick, I'm going to spin this around.
Hey Deborah, how you going? Hope your son is feeling better. I was basically down and out. I was almost hospitalised myself, so I wanted to give you...
Bear with me, guys.
I wanted to give you my love and send you my love.
Don't even know if Lee knows I'm doing this.
A phone call anyway. Aaron, hey everyone, let's...
Oh, that's so frustrating. Hey, send him some love.
Let's give it up for Aaron. Get some love hearts banging. He stepped up. This is what I'm talking.
That's so frustrating. So frustrating.
I went and had a look at his live streams. I think I'm going to be out of the job. So let's give it up for Aaron.
Right. We're done with this. Bundy, this is my show now. He's going to be disappointed. I did actually send him a message just before this to say give everyone a shout out, which he was leading up to. But the internet, technology, it didn't work. But here's the thing. I put a message up earlier about for the Queens, beast mode style. Would someone be excited? Would any of you ladies be excited, or anyone on here watching be excited if there was stuff from Team Beast Mode International for the ladies, for the women? I know there's a delay, but give me some likes for this. Give me some likes. And if you think there's someone on there that you know that might need to listen to this, send them a text, get them on, all this sort of stuff, because we've got some huge news coming for the ladies. Like, it's massive. When me and Lee were talking about this the other week, it's like, wow. And it's because of all the interaction and the feedback we get from all the queens out there. What do we got on there? We've got, I've got to put this down. I've got Lee going there. Internet, no good. Internet, no good. I'm sorry, Lee. I'm going to type him a message. Bear with me. Throw some questions in there, ladies. Questions, anything. This is open house, Team Beast Mode International for the Queens. So throw some questions, please. Fire away. Itchy head. Questions. That's it. Keep it rolling. Keep them coming. I'm not very good at this typing thing. I'm getting better. Alrighty. What do we got here? Do I like chick bodybuilders? I don't know if you'd put them into a label. I don't really care what chicks do. If they're cool, they're cool. If their energy's cool. What are we, Sonia? Straight to the point. What are we doing for the Queens? What are we doing for the Queens? Is there any other questions? Because I want to lead it up to this. I wanted to build into this. I want to know where that question come from too, Tiff. Are you thinking about being a bodybuilder? Very, very interesting. Anyone else on here? Don't hide, please. Don't hide. Questions. Interaction means action. The more action I have, the more interaction I have, the more I can tell you. The more news I can give you. If he's going to be quiet, he's just going to sit there. I can sit here. You can sit here and watch me. I've got 2 pens here. Look. So let's go. Let's fire up with the questions. I think all you guys have been on my live feeds today, which is fantastic. And I got some feedback, Sonia. If polarity, no, I can touch on that. I can touch on it a little bit. Not polarity as such. It's more, what can I say? We believe in balance in life. That's what this means. Total domination. All life areas, all areas of life. And that's for the individual, the men coming through. They can get that. But what about the women? What about balance in their life? What about balance as a couple? Yes, polarity, Sonia, I'm glad you mentioned that. But what about personal growth and development just for you ladies? Because everything we do in beast mode, yes, it is targeted at men, releasing their true masculine potential. But a lot of the stuff, a lot of the techniques, a lot of the teachings, a lot of the trainings are perfectly suited for men and women. They are. There's a lot. And the powerful, and it is disappointing that the internet played up there, but the powerful NLP exercise that Lee was doing tonight, it's called something called Future Ghost Pattern. I cannot go into full detail, but I will tell you that on my first retreat, this was the last exercise. And any of you guys that checked out any of the live feeds from the retreats or the videos, anything like this one here took me to a place and gave me the biggest breakthroughs. Like, it was freaking massive. And he's doing this on the 8-week program tonight. Do I take a kinder approach? You'd have to get on a call, Tiff. I'm kind to everyone, but I tell the truth. The truth. When it comes to coaching or mentoring or guiding people or moving, they need to hear the truth. Because what happens is we're consciously aware of that. We know the truth, but we protect ourselves. Responsibility of the unconscious mind is to protect itself. So what happens then sometimes? We get fuzzed. So that's how I coach, how I mentor. Nathan Coden's on here, one of my amazing VIPs. Tanya Haggard, Tanya, however she wants to do it. Spewing, she's not on here. She'd love this. She's doing amazing. And I'm pretty sure she's done a video to talk about the coaching she's getting and everything too. That'll be something you can check out. It's different for every person too. That's an awesome question because it depends on what you need. Depends on everyone's individual needs. And everyone's human. Men, women, all that sort of stuff. It's yes, there might be different ways to go about it, but it's all about getting a result for anyone. So I hope that sort of answered it. We can get on a call and I can give you 30 minutes of my coaching if you want, if you like, if you inbox me, and that'll give you an absolute eye-opening experience to what it's all about. Sometimes it's not nice, but it's not, I think what you're getting at it, is it aggressive or something like that? It's definitely not. But back to it, like I say, something that, yeah, cool. Something that me and Lee, we really quickly touched on. I'm like, hey, we've got these amazing women in the 8-week program. And at first, it was like, we're going to have this 8-week program. I wasn't sure of the content, and some of the content he's done. If any of you know NLP, Google it. I'm not going to go into it now. I teach it in my program, so you can join that if you want. But the techniques, the strategies, a lot of stuff about getting into your heart center. There's meditation, which is really, really cool. Guided meditation. Tonight, the Future Ghost Pattern. That's huge. But there's also some topics that you want to work on. There's leadership, but ultimate leadership through inner mindset. So anyone can say, yeah, I'm a leader from ego or anything like that. And everywhere in life, it's men or women. in your workplace. There's so many women on here now, and I throw some comments on there that you're leaders in your workplace. You're leaders in your community. And I know that you touched on polarity there before, Sonia, and I know Maddie's been through the retreat. Polarity, masculine, feminine energy. There is a way to balance it. I'm not going to go into that because all women want to know about polarity. It's the men that need that. They need to lead. I can teach that down the track. It's not something I'm going to offer just yet. That's huge. But when it comes to Team Beast Mode, balancing life in all areas for everyone. Like for everyone. And I know Lee's working on another project. And watch this space too. I'm not allowed to talk about this other one, and it's about wholeness. It's about with another amazing woman. But this here, what he's been able to do in this 8-week program has been fantastic. It really has blown my mind. There's men and women in there. It's a select group. Belinda, who was on the start of this, is in there, and she's just started. She's in for a surprise tonight. And it's something that's created a lot of interest, but we haven't really put it out there yet. We haven't put it out there that much. That's why I wanted to do this quick live feed tonight. And it's something that we cater to the interest we get, because everyone's different. Everyone's individual needs are different. If we had a set program, here we go, Sonia. Vicky's on, awesome. I believe women need to learn to step out of their masculine to allow their men to step up. Yeah, that's true in a way, but the men need to step up too. It goes both ways, Sonia. You both got to create space for each other. And that's the thing, and that's what it is. I'm glad Vicky's on here now. Vicky, Sonia asked about polarity. You can give Sonia some feedback because this is really cool. It's all women on here unless one of you guys on there, apart from Nathan, speaks up. Stop hiding. No more hiding. How are you, Cal? And it's really crucial here too. And my point before is we can talk about balance, we can talk about polarity. But what about on an individual need? This is the thing. We're all individuals too. And I touched on it today. And this is from anyone. To be the best version of yourself. That's at the core of all of this. You can be in a relationship, but if you're not happy with yourself, why would you want to work on polarity anyway? Why wouldn't you work on yourself first? Why wouldn't you concentrate on that? You can do little bits and pieces, but at the end of the day, it's your own personal growth that really matters. Is that true? Can I get like any sort of feedback from that? Because so many women see what we do with Beast Mode, polarity. It is powerful. Vicky would agree with this. Vicky and Nathan, you're living this. Cut out. Oh, the internet's just playing up a treat tonight. I might have to go back out on the golf course or something. What I said, Vicky, I'm glad you're on. Sonia asked about polarity, and have a look at her message. I'm not going to go back and repeat it, and just read it and just give a little bit of feedback on that. What? The internet. All right, I'm back. Louise is on. All right, awesome. Nah, Tiff, and that's what I mean. I think we should get on that call, Tiff. Seriously, any questions you have, I can go through it and I can give you a rundown. This is not about polarity, guys. I know. This is the thing. We talk about this all the time. Polarity's huge. I can inbox me if you want to know about more polarity. I can lead you to something where we can talk about that. But this here is about being the best version of yourself. This is what it's all about. And I know you guys on here, and there's a lot more of you jumping on. This is fantastic. The interaction. When you jump on, ladies, it's all ladies. Please jump on. I'm blushing. Oh my goodness. Matching my shirt color. What do we got? Females always want to put everyone else first. We want to do it for our hubbies, even though we shouldn't. Absolutely. There's a couple of... Thank you, Vicky. We're not going to go deep into polarity here. We're not. I'm sorry to let you down. This is something, but inbox me. If you want to know more about polarity, please inbox me. That is the more direct way to go about this, because that is a whole nother level. I know Sonia knows a bit about it after Matt's been through the retreat. Vicky and Nathan are living it and teaching it as well. Best way to learn, teach. There's a tip for you guys. Anyone's jumping on, throw me some questions. This is I pointed this is the queens, men as well. Beast mode's for men. Everyone sees beast mode. Men going to the retreats. Even though the amazing Regan Hillier is involved in a lot of the structure of the retreats, a lot of the teaching, a lot of the training, the balance. Lee and Regan, the balance. Yes, the polarity, but there's a balance there too. And she's a big believer, and you can see her out there, and all you ladies on here that know Regan, works on herself all the time, constantly. Everyone, the message is work on yourself constantly. They just had the amazing couples retreat, which Vicky and Nathan's on now. Awesome, just went to. There's your polarity in action. But for the purpose of this, giving you ladies an option, with the men too, there's men and women in this program, giving you an option to work on yourself as well, but with a bit of beast mode style, Lee Bundy style. That's really, really cool. And I bet you can agree with that. If you're watching me here now, you love Lee Bundy's work. Can I get some comments or thumbs up, likes for that one? Definitely. Everyone is jumping on. There's heaps of yous on, but there's heaps of yous hiding here. Come on, interaction. I think I'm going to message Facebook, and when the people viewing come up, I want to see their names. Awesome, Shay. Thank you for getting on. Thank you. Nassim is on. Awesome. Yes, Vicky. Please, ladies, can you read Vicky's comments here? I keep cutting up, bros, because Vicky's hogging all the internet, Nath. Oh, Diane, how are you? New here. Awesome. I love new people that interact. Awesome. Throw some questions in, Diane. Throw some questions, whatever. If you catch any of my live feeds from earlier, I had to be put on the spot and vulnerable and uncomfortable, so any questions are open. How are you, Nasima? Awesome that you're on. Nasima, I'm just going to give her a shout out here. Everyone who's on. Nasima does some amazing stuff behind the scenes for me, for Lee, for a lot of other guys. Amazing. You think I'm on social media everywhere with just these two hands. Nasima, thank you very much. I am so grateful for the amazing work you do, and I'm rapt you're on the live feed. Awesome. All right, I've got questions here. I'm going to need some help here, Vicky. It's true. Why have two people at 50% trying, there's that T word, to make 100% when you can have two people at 100%? You can do this in couples too, guys. And this is what we find. We can have the men come through and work on themselves, but then if their partner's not growing, what happens? Same the other way around. A lot of you amazing women out there are open to personal development. As a lot of my friends now I've met through this journey that are open for personal development, but their partners aren't. Why not continue working on yourself then? Maybe your partner will come up to it. A lot of that is happening too. Their energy lifts and then they see. And that's what this is all about. And this is what we keep saying. For us to make a bigger impact, we know that we've got to be able to involve women in what we do. It's so powerful for us as men too to step up as leaders, to have you guys interacting in what we're doing. It is a huge part of it. And I'm just going to flick down. How can a woman, mother, wife pinpoint what their specific need is to be the best they can when they are unsure of who they are without taking care of everyone first? How does one learn to put themselves first? It's a choice. Everything's a choice. And that might sound very broad. It is. And I must admit, when I started with Isagenix, and I always mention that, it's not about this, a lot of my friends, they've got kids, they're in a family, and I seen a bit of a solution for them to put themselves first. And some of you on here would understand this. Sonia, you would understand this. All the time, I would always say, work on your health first. Work on your health. How are you going to be in 10 years when you're tired and you burn out and your kids still want your attention and all that? You still got to put effort into them. And I know it seems hard, but I've got a great example as my mum. Now, my mum's in her 60s now. She put everything into us, but it burnt her out, like majorly. And it got to the point where she's so unhappy with herself, here's the thing, that it didn't matter anymore. She was just into work and she lost that drive for everything because everything she put into her kids and started losing the passion for life. How could she be the best version of herself for her family still when she's got so many more years to live and give? And an amazing thing happened, and this was 12 months ago, and I talk about this all the time. I haven't even got through all these, but she got involved in what I'm doing. She realized that she needed to improve her health. She listened. It was really tough for her at the start, but it took her to that point to realize that that is important. And this is so many mothers out there. It is so many mothers out there. Why leave it till after your kids are grown up? Why leave like personal growth or making a decision or realizing, this is the thing, realizing that your best version of yourself is the best thing you can give to your family or kids. That is by far. So many mothers out there. I'm not a mother, I've got to say, and you can see that. But so many mothers out there with kids, doesn't matter, single, partner, anything, will always put their kids first, and that's amazing. But you can do both. What would you think? I want to ask a question here. Your kids are full of energy. They're growing up, they're full of energy. They might give you the shits as they get their teenage years, but they're always full of energy. Would they rather a mother who is burnt out and tired and cranky at night, not happy with her own life, or a mother who inspires them, who they look up to, has got so much energy, so much love for life that she doesn't get cranky and that's what she loves doing? I don't know. That's me as an observer, as an onlooker. I would love some feedback on this. In my opinion, I really would. Sonia's onto it. Exactly. And like I say, this is the thing. And I love the interaction. This is why I said put it out to the queens. And the interaction here is awesome. Because I'm not a lady. I'm not a woman. I can't answer. I'm never going to be a mother. I can't answer some of these questions. That's all right, Nath. I'm skipping. That's cool. It's all good. Vic's on here anyway. I'm just looking through some of the comments here, and I actually probably don't need to answer because Sonia's in a great position. I'm wrapped you're on, Sonia, because you're living it. You're absolutely living it. And there's so many women out there that are living it that, Tiff, if you want to look for guidance, if you want to look for someone to role model on this, and it's really important, look to someone like Sonia or any of the ladies that are on here that have got kids, that have got families. That's huge. It's real. It's not like you're one off here. It's not. And any other women that watch the recording that you're on there now that aren't commenting, please comment. Come on. I think it's the men that are hiding here. Do I think anyone can eventually find the passion for life? It's a choice. I'm going to keep saying that. And people sometimes say, what do you mean it's a choice? I've got this going on, I've got this going on, I've got this going on. But at the core of it, you decide. Yes, there's going to be work to do. Yes, you will have to work on it. That's the point of this. It's the point of what we do at Beast Mode with men, women. It's the point of it. It's at that point when you take a choice. Absolutely. Erin, thank you. Definitely. Tiff, connect with Sonia. And exactly. And this is to any women. This is to any men. That choice becomes hard. It does. Especially when there's family, kids, and everything involved. And I only say this from my point of view, from working with people, men and women, from what they've gone through, from family. This is where I come from. And being an observer, trust me, you see a lot more. You can see it clearer because you're separated from the energy. But connect with someone that is similar to your situation. And this is I'm glad this came up because this is what I talk about all the time. Our message, our story. How do you think I got involved in what I'm doing now, my personal journey of growth? I seen Lee. I've modeled some of what I can do on his journey. So if there's a mother out there, like I say, Erin, Sonia, whoever's a mother on here, and Tiff, you see someone like that, reach out to them. And then more than anyone who gets on my live feeds, I can guarantee, half of the ladies and men, everything, if you reach out to them and they know you're interacting with me, even though you mightn't have met me or anything, but you're friends on Facebook, they will help you. They will probably help you anyway because there's some amazing people that are involved in everything we do. And this is not Team Beast Mode. This is everything we do. That's what I love about this life I'm leading now is the amount of people that show up that are amazing and they just want to help. They just want to contribute. So many people see, and this is a very Team Beast Mode orientated thing. It is, because it's important, because it's what I live. There's so much else going on, but we're massive on contribution. We're massive on helping people, but we always talk about it. Follow the path. Model someone. Go to someone. Reach out or follow what they're doing. I'm loving all the likes here too, guys. The love hearts, awesome, awesome, awesome. Hope your partners aren't watching. Hope they are, actually. They probably are. They're sitting back like, oh, what are they going to say about us? Oh, no. Are they? I haven't seen that live feed from Maddie yet, Sonia. All right, what do we got? If you get into this, Tiffany, you'll feel like you've come back to life. It's honestly life-changing. I've been exactly where you are, Han. You and your kids deserve it. Absolutely. And that's what it's about. It's a choice to stay there. Kelly Lynch, absolutely. There's so many amazing, amazing women that I have met on this journey and connected with and just spoken to. Like the 8-week program there now. What are the 3 names that just pop up there? Deborah Ann Corbin, Cassie Appleby, Belinda Burden. I think Schwader's on there as well. My computer's playing up, but the names are there. There's amazing women in there. They're from all walks of life. Family, kids, no kids, single, married. And everyone gets something out of it. And this is the thing. You've got to take that, and it's a choice. You can struggle on your own. You can keep pushing up there and say, no, I'm too proud to do this. I can do this on my own. Or if you've got a partner, you can we can do it as a family. We'll go through the tough times. We'll continue going through the tough times, doing shit the same way we've always done it until shit happens and it doesn't fucking work out. Or you can either reach out. You can model other people. You can change up your environment. Be in an environment where people have been through it. Like on here now, some of the comments coming through are just amazing because this is what it's about. That's why these live feeds are fantastic, because anyone can jump on, anyone can listen, anyone can comment. Thank you for being on, Vicky, and interaction on this one's awesome. You and Nath are smashing it, and you'll notice Nath has stepped up in the last few days. He's taken a lot on board, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So thank you for getting on. Everyone check out Confidence Classroom, Vicky by herself, Nathan, couple, whatever you want. I'm always giving shout-outs on these. It's really, really important. So it's not about me, it's about we. It's about everyone moving forward. So throw some questions at me. I've got to have a quick drink. I am talking. Thanks, Doug. All right. What if I mention something to get you excited about a woman's retreat? Would that get you excited? Recover. Awesome. I'm just going to wait for a response on this. I'm going to wait for the delay. You've got to write a comment for the answer for that question. I can handle the love hearts, but a comment. Like a, what are you talking about? Oh, there's some wows. Comments. I'm going to wait for this one. What about staying one-on-one with a coach for 3 days? Like beast mode style. We go hardcore too. Hell yes. Sonia, hell yes. Hell yes. Anyone else on here? Anyone hiding? I can see how many people are watching. Come on. This is something to get excited about. I think, Sonia, I knew you'd be excited about this. Tiff. Scarcity. I'm not going to touch on that. When? Well, all depends. I'm just throwing it out there. For anyone who watches a replay. And any ladies on here, there's heaps of you ladies on here, which is fantastic. It sounds pretty cool, hey? When? It's a surprise, like I say. I don't even think Mr. Bundy knows I was going to mention this. I might get in trouble, but he's busy. But it's something that we find is really, really important. Like I touched on at the start. We can help men unlearn all the stuff, polarity, all that sort of stuff. But there's such a space there for you women. Yeah, it's awesome, Sonia, it is. But there's such a space there for you women to step into. Balance, total life areas, everything. That includes family, it includes relationships. If we always worked on the men always did this, and the women are going into women's things, why not interact? I think it's really, really powerful. Does everyone think that's really, really powerful? I'm liking Erin and Sonia. This is cool. You two are just like awesome. Maybe she can get married at the retreat. But this is what it's about, guys. We're always looking, well, not always looking, we're always interacting, we're always going off the feedback we get, and the amazing interactions we get with all you women out there with Team Beast Mode. And it's amazing. It helps us learn and grow too. It really does. I've got you all excited in here. This is cool. Any more questions about this, inbox me too. Well, I'm just throwing it out there. Like I say, this 8-week program has gone off. It's just come to an end. There's another one, and I've got to mention this because when I said to Lee about this, I was going to put him on the live feed. I was going to give you all a shout out. He's like, yeah, this is a great idea because it's something we've been really, really putting together to see how we can make the biggest impact, really. And a lot of you ladies on here are about making an impact. I know a few of the ladies that are on there that were on here at the start. That's what they're doing. And this is a really, really big step for them to be able to involve themselves in what we do at Beast Mode, grow themselves, and it's a different style. It's a lot of stuff that Lee has taught, and for over the last 7 years, he's put it all together. Like I say, the powerful exercise. Matt didn't get to go through this one, Sonia, either. Called Future Ghost Pattern. I can't explain what it is. It is just absolutely powerful. I actually can't believe he's doing this tonight. And there's powerful exercises like that. Send me an inbox if you want me to go more detail about this. It's really, really important. What was I going to say? See, this is something cool. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you a secret. It's not really a secret. When I went to my first retreat, one of the things I put down on my questionnaire was interaction with women. Please put some laugh things up. This is serious. Really serious. That's why I'm smiling about it. But something we've been able to work on with this. So many men that come into this, single men, or been through breakups, all that, this is their biggest thing. But wouldn't it be powerful if they were able to learn alongside or interact more with women in the program? Wouldn't that be very, very powerful? See, I'm talking about where I came from too. I couldn't have done a live feed then. I couldn't have interacted I couldn't have talked to a woman on a message. I would have been freaking out. That's how bad I was. Please, laugh. Come on, laugh. Makes me happy now. I look back at that. That was only 6 months ago. And this is something massive we work on. It's something you can work on in here. If you've got no confidence, if you've got low self-esteem, low self-worth, if you need to find out areas in your life where you need to get that balance, this is what it's all about. And this is what we do. We cater so much to individuals' needs. So there's someone else, Lucy Furness, another partner of Dan Hainsworth, who's in Beast Mode in the 8-week program. It's fantastic. And that's it. And this is not me selling it. It's like, hey, this is us really working out on a social level how we can make the biggest impact. So yeah, give me some comments if you believe this is something awesome. This is something ongoing. All right. Emily's on. I'm wrapped you're on. That was an awesome chat last night, Emily. How do you challenge your underlying beliefs, paradigms, and assumptions? Wow. You get on a call with me, like a proper call. Not a cool call like last night where it's like da-da-da-da, where I talk too much. That's how. You can challenge your underlying beliefs too, but it's the ones you're socially aware, consciously aware of too, Emily. Here's the thing. I touched on it earlier. We protect ourselves from a lot of these. A lot of these beliefs come up. They're beliefs. We believe them. It's like that. So sometimes when they come up, if you're aware of them, cool. You do the opposite. But a lot of the time, these beliefs, we're not aware of them. I've been absolutely, and I say smashed. I always use that term, smashed, on a few of these beliefs. And they're usually self-limiting beliefs. So if that's what you're referring to, self-limiting beliefs. It's like I'm not worthy. I'm not able to make that change. I'm not able to have that amazing life. It's things like that. I'm really jumping, am I? Maybe I'm like getting excited. Okay, just ask Emily, are you talking about your self-limiting beliefs? The underlying ones? And this is what I touched on this last night, and a lot of the stuff we do in the 8-week program. The future ghost pattern. It's like taking a negative, positive, NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. I can teach that. I am teaching it in my own program, but I'm not going to go into that. Inbox me about that too if you've got questions about that. Still jump here. All right, I'm going to keep rolling. My mum's on. Mum, why are you on here? I was talking about you before, Mum. She's in that other room too. Say hi to my mum. Might be your internet, Emily. Sonia's got a good line. It's all good. But anyway, throw me some questions. If I plug the 8-week course again, I think Lee's going to have to start sending me money. But I'm so passionate about this, guys. This is something that's... Yeah, I'll... She might comment. She might. If she starts commenting, oh my goodness, I'm going to let her take over. I might get my mum in here to do the live feed. What do you reckon? Oh my goodness. So many comments. I know how to get comments now. I'm just going to put... This is what do you reckon? I just do live feeds for women now, and I put it for only queens. Because you women are amazing and interactive. This is cool as. And this is the thing. I'll go back to it. The whole personal development, personal growth thing. You're more open to this sort of stuff. You're more open to growth. And this is what I've found as personal experience. If I'm having a conversation with a lady or a woman out there about this, you're open to listening. You're open to change. And the only thing you touched on earlier is when the family's involved, the kids are involved, you want to stay safe. You want to stay there because you're like, well, if I do that, it's selfish. I tell you what, personal development, men, women, anything, you've got to be selfish. And it's not in an arrogant kind of way. You've got to take ownership of yourself, your own growth. You've got to. And I touched on this before, and I know you will agree with this. Be the best version of yourself. Be the best version of yourself. That's as simple as that. I think that's... And do whatever it takes to do that. If you've got to sacrifice things... I know if you're a mum, you sacrifice stuff all your life. So why not get a balance in that sacrifice? This is dads as well. I shouldn't be too one-sided in this. They'll think any of the guys that watch the recording this think I'm sucking up, which I am, which I'm really good at. Agreed with that, yeah. But anyway, throw me some questions. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm missing a powerful 8-week program, but the internet's playing up. Throw me some more questions, please. I'm glad you agree, Aaron. Awesome. Balance and harmony. This here. Total domination in all life areas. So many people get that wrong. So many people see that as like aggressive and everything. It's not. And that's at the core of what we're doing. It's balance and harmony for everyone in life. Wouldn't that be a better world? It would. But there's so many other factors going on. The way we're raised, the way we're brought up. We're brought up to have that separation. I touched on this today, and I don't know if you want me to go down the whole conditioning thing. Do you want me to go down that route? Do you want to stay on for a little bit longer? I need this to write this. Do you want me to go down that? What strategies do I personally use each day? I use heaps of strategies each day. I always talk about success priming. I know Sonia's been doing this a little bit. I always talk about success priming. It is powerful. It is about success, having success in your day, but you use it in your life. It's a basic, I'll give you a basic understanding, success priming. I do this every morning, but I sometimes use this in the middle of the day. I use this wherever, when I'm switched on, and when I'm aware of something coming up. I get up in the morning, I go for a walk. Very important to go for a walk. No interaction with anyone first. My phone, and I get in trouble for this, no looking at my phone. Time by myself at the start of the day. Go for a walk. This is a very broad thing. Positive self-talk to yourself. No matter how crap you're feeling, no matter how low you might be, always start. And this is me. This is my first 4 lines. I am happy. I am confident. I am successful. I'm a leader of men. That's my first lines I say while I'm on my walk in the morning. And I say it, and I mean it, and I feel it, and I act it. It's something, if you're starting out, and when I started out on this, I had to force myself. I had to force myself over and over to do. That's just the start of what we call success priming. People call it a power hour. It's really good. It's fucking fantastic. I can drop F-bombs with this. But it goes further. You can continue into visualization. Like visualizing having already achieved goals. I mix mine in. Oh, cool. Yeah, tag people. This is awesome. I do know my shit sometimes. That's without me being arrogant and ego. But that's why I do this. The more I learn, the more I teach you guys out there. And that's what it's about. But the success priming, this is the key. I can teach you heaps of different strategies. I do teach them. We teach them in the 8-week program. We teach them in beast mode. I teach them in VIP. But this success priming, I love chatting about it because it's something anyone can implement. But it's about this, any personal development, any mindset strategy, anything you learn. It's about the action you do. And it's not, I'll do this a few days, or I'll do this here, there, and everywhere. I'll get to that in a minute. This is important what I'm talking about. Anything, personal development, even if you watch motivational stuff, cool. Do it over and over and over. Repetitive, constant, daily action. It is powerful, Sonia. It is. And you can take it to so many levels. I'm still learning how far I can take my success priming. Start every day like that. The people, the girls at the cafe, I come in, I'm like floating in. Sometimes I'm like that and I can't shut up. And that's serious. I am fit and healthy too, but there's some mornings I'm tired. There's sometimes I'm here doing trainings or calls and everything till like 1 o'clock in the morning. And then do you think I can sleep? I've got like square eyes. I get up like at 5 and I do that success priming. And seriously, that gives me, it is insane. You can tap into that any time in the day. There's other strategies in that I do as well. I'm not going to give them all away on here. This is like in my program. Inbox me. I can teach all these sorts of things and they are powerful. What do we got here? Do I ever success prime to my own reflection without feeling uncomfortable? Meaning like looking in the mirror, doing the affirmations and declarations and things like that. Is that what you mean there, Tiff? Because this cuts straight into self-worth, positive self-talk, having self-belief. That's huge. Say hi when you jump on, Cherie. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There's a couple of names on here I didn't know. Lee Lynch, the queen of all queens. Awesome. In the mirror. The mirror is powerful. Do you just want me to tell you? Gee, I'm giving away some secrets here. Now, I'm not going to give this secret away. The mirror is powerful. The mirror for anyone is huge. I've told this story before. I'm surprised she's not on here. I'm not going to mention her name, but a friend of mine. The mirror is massive. She wouldn't go to the gym, and I knew what it was, and I'll get to what it was. Wouldn't go to the gym, and I just kept throwing at her. Why? Why didn't you want to go to the gym? She wanted to get fitter. She wanted to lose a bit of weight and all that. Like, why? I said, I'll go with you. And I was already on to why. I trained with her. But what I did, there's heaps of mirrors in the gym. She was avoiding the mirrors. I didn't care what she was training. I didn't care what exercise she was doing. I made her look in the mirror and train. She had a massive breakthrough in that gym session. Not because she trained, because I kept getting her to force her to look in the mirror while she was doing exercise. And I was really encouraging her. That made a huge difference. Because so many of us, and this is so many of us, men, women, anything, self-worth's huge. Self-worth is massive. It's like, if you're not happy with yourself, you might be angry or upset with what you've done. But more often than not, we don't know. No, she didn't. She didn't cry. She chased me out of the gym. She was happy, Tiff. She was happy. Because sometimes people need to be put in that uncomfortable environment to do something like that. So many of us, if we look in the mirror, if you want to use that example, we're at home. We're unhappy. We focus on it. What you focus on, you find. If you're unhappy at what you look at and you keep focusing on it, you're not going to snap out of that. That's why things like success priming. It is a simple strategy, but you can take, yes, absolutely, Tiff. And I'd love her to be on here. She's a really, really good friend of mine. Really good friend. Oh, Joe's on. Awesome. She was on my live feed earlier. And Lee Lynch would attest to this. I don't know if there's any other guys from Beast Mode on it because a lot of them are on the 8-week program. Mirror is very powerful on the retreat. There's an inside. Very, very powerful. Something I used to do with the mirror. This is cool. Any questions? I can go on about mirrors for ages and how important they are in what Tiffany sort of entered this into, where it's sort of taken it. There we go. That's how I started to love myself, Tiffany. I would stand in front of the mirror and tell myself one thing I loved about myself, then worked up. Well, Sonia, imagine now with the affirmations all you do with success priming into a mirror. I would scare the shit out of my mirror. I reckon I'd crack it in a good way. That's how powerful that stuff is. Yeah, yes, absolutely, Tiff. I'm not going to go into too much detail like Lee Lynch. The mirror is huge. The mirror, if it wasn't invented, think about this, people. Think about this. What if the mirror was never invented? Do you think we would be so judgmental of everyone else? Will we care so much about how everyone looked? Question? What do you reckon? I'd love to get some answers on this one. So the mirror, I was thinking about this the other day. The mirror can be used two ways. No selfies. Selfies are key. I used to hate selfies. I couldn't do selfies. I couldn't do videos. I was freaking out. Now I'm like, I've done 4 or 5 live feeds today. I'm like a selfie king. I'm looking at this. The internet seems to be working here. Exactly, Lee. I'd love more feedback. Mirrors. Mirrors are huge. A reflection. We would be less judgmental. We would. And it goes back a long way. Do you think mirrors were invented for that? As maybe a weapon against each other? I'm just going on a tangent here. I meant with no mirror there wouldn't be any selfies or duck face. Ha! See the lighter side, Tiff. See how easy it is to turn that around? And that's what it's about. It's amazing how much you avoid mirrors when you have no self-worth and love. It is. But then they can be powerful to turn it around. Very powerful on our retreats. Very, very powerful. So simple but very powerful. That's what I used to do. And this is, I don't know if I've talked about this before. And no one's really ever asked it. I'm going to talk about it. Because what I used to do is, when I used to stuff up, and I used to stuff up a lot, like bad. If I got in trouble with the police, and that happened a lot, hey Susan, hi. Used to. And you're on a journey, Susan. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're on here too. But yeah, this is what I used to do. I never avoided them. I used to go in there and just absolutely bake myself. I used to like, if I got in a lot of fights or anything like this, please do a retreat for women. This is cool. But the mirrors, this is important. There's so many times I did this, and I was in a lot of trouble with police, always getting in fights, always stuffing up, always letting myself down. But what I did, and this is really bad, and I reckon you can agree with this on a different level, my self-talk towards myself was evil. Like, it was so bad. I would look in the mirror, and I literally was like I was looking at someone I was about to kill them. That's how bad I was with a mirror. I can remember one time, and this is really clear in here because it was a really huge lesson for me. What do we got here? Once, and I was looking in the mirror, which for me is unheard of. Sure, it was because I listened to you. Awesome, Joe. You knew that you were going to have a great day. I'm just going to touch on this one thing, but I don't mention names in any of the stories and that, but I got the shit kicked out of me. Like, seriously. My fault, if you can say that. Looking at it, like I say, I used to get in a lot of trouble, and I don't think I've shared this before. So there you go. This is it. But I remember going back, like my head was swollen. I like couldn't open one of my eyes. I had blood all over me, and I looked in there. And that point on, there was one time the mirror was very powerful in a different way. Very powerful in a different way. I don't know what happened this time, but I looked in it, and I'm like, "You're so much better than that. You're gonna get better from this." That was a massive turning point in like my life, like huge, and that. Talking of mirrors just brought that up. And that was huge for more reasons than one. But just while we're on mirrors, this is cool. Everyone agree this has been cool? This is just like, this was meant to be like a 15-minute live feed again. And this is just gone fantastic. Thank you for the love hearts and everything too and the likes. I really, really do appreciate it. It is unbelievable. The fact that I had a swollen head and I was at my worst and I actually looked in there and I had just this realization. It was massive. Massive. So many lessons from that one time. So many friggin' lessons. Throw some questions at me, guys. Look, that's how much I'm talking tonight. I'm just absolutely sculling this stuff. Nah, Tiff, this is what it's about. It's not rabbiting, it's interaction. And I love the interaction on this one. This one has been amazing. I didn't know where this was going to go. I just really wanted to talk about what we offer for women in beast mode and how we create balance. But this is awesome. Life is like an arrow. That's another Lee Bundy thing. This is unreal. All right, questions. Throw me some questions. I know there's a delay here. I never ever run out of stuff to talk about too. So throw some questions, and I can take this anywhere you want. This has been awesome. I'm missing the whole 8-week training, so I know they're going to want feedback. I'm just going to have to watch a recording. Which one? That. I'm doing some funny shit on these live feeds today. They got me to do Grease Lightning. Yeah, Hunger Games. Yeah, I love that movie. Awesome. Or movies. Questions. Anyone still hiding on there that hasn't been on my live feed before, please comment. Anything. It doesn't have to be about beast mode. It can be about life. It can be about where you are in life. Anything. Any questions? Exactly, Joe. That's awesome. I'm going to use that quote. It is deep, Susan. It's cool. It's like looking in your eye. So you look in your eye. You want the truth? Something massive I've learned when you're communicating with people and talking with people. Talking the truth. What they do with their eyes. Was it left eye? Connection with the soul? Just sort of throw that in there. But anyway, back to it. Anything. Doesn't have to be beast mode. We do have our retreat coming up. I'm just looking at my screen. There's a mirror coming up from another lady. This is awesome. See, this is what I mean, and this is why we've been really looking at where we can go with Team Beast Mode, with our own brands, like with Better Way. My ideal day. Cool. That's a cool question, Susan. I love that. This is the sort of questions I want. These are the sort of questions I've been pushing for the last 2 weeks. What does my ideal day look like? Do you mean what I do now? Because my ideal day is every day, even if shit doesn't go to plan. I like it when shit doesn't go to plan, because then I get to learn the lesson and work my way through it. But my ideal day, I'm going to let you down here. I wouldn't be doing a live feed. I'm sorry. Well, I might be, but it'd probably be from like in the rainforest somewhere. So there'd have to be internet. I'd be just hanging out in the forest near a river or something, just kicking back for a whole day, taking in nature. That's my ideal day. It really is. So if you want to be more specific, if you want to know my ideal work day, which isn't far off that, I just do a lot more talking and a lot more interacting. Go more on this one, Susan. This is cool. Because I can go back to what I do, my daily routines, if you want to go into that way too. Because they're all part of every day. Even, how's this? I talked about success priming before. Even when I'm out away from technology and all that sort of stuff, even when I'm traveling, I do my daily routines every day. There's no stopping that. It might be a little bit later in the morning, might be a little bit earlier at night for my nightly one, or later at night, either. But I always do them. It's really, really important. It's like, I touched on this earlier today. All right, ideal work day. I'm glad that come through. Ideal work day, I get up, 5-ish. Depends what time I go to bed, but I always push to get up really, really early. It's something I brought into my days. What moves me the most? What I'm doing now, Joe. I'll get to that more too. Success priming. I go down the beach, and this is up here, and this is why I've been here for a couple of weeks now. I haven't been traveling that much. I travel again, I think, on the 20th of this month coming up. So watch this space. Interact, actually. I said watch this space, but I go to the beach here in Palm Cove. I walk up and down the beach, or I walk to a certain spot on the beach. Absolutely 5 a.m. club, and there's no better place to do it. This is on the fine days too, which has been, it's most days up here really, most mornings, but I go for a walk down there. Now this walk can go from an hour to 2 hours sometimes, and I do the success priming, but I link it in. I do visualizations, and I really picture myself of having achieved my goals, all my areas, like my body image, my health goal, my wealth, my finance. I don't like talking about career, my purpose. I'm living my purpose. So that's so easy to tap into. You really tap into it. But I listen to some music, and it's dance music. And I really take myself to a place. And then there's mornings like if it's sunny, most mornings I wait for the sun to come up. Sun is energy, and it's something huge that I am creating something to do with that. And that's the start. I go to my cafe, I have my breakfast, I talk to the same amazing women at the cafe. And this is nearly every day I do this unless I'm cleansing. I avoid the cafe when I'm cleansing. But we'll talk about my ideal work day. I'm on the phone from then. 7 o'clock is my phone time. So from 5 to 7, no phone if I can avoid it, unless there's something really, really important. Cafe, phone at the cafe, messages, creating content. I've got clients, going into them, seeing how they're going, messaging them. Anyone I'm mentoring through the health and wellness program, messaging them, sending them some love. Like I say, creating content. I love creating content, what I'm doing. It's something massive I've learned about my brand, my message. I always put something out positive at the start of the day for anyone, be it a video, be it a live feed now or quotes, posts. That's the start of my day. That usually goes to about 8:30. Then there's so many calls, and this has been lately, and if it's my ideal day, it is, because I enjoy so many calls and interacting. And they're not just clients, they're people wanting to know what we're about. And it is Team Beast Mode. It's at the core of what I do. Team Beast Mode, Isogenics, the people I'm mentoring there, Steve Max Better Way VIP. That goes all day, but something I've brought into it is like my goal for the last couple of days is an unplugged time, like 2 to 3 hours now away from this. Even though it might seem like I'm over it all day, there are secret solutions to that. But I spend some time with myself. Gym, I'm huge on the gym. And I spoke about it earlier. Image for me is huge. Body image is massive. For me personally. It's not ego or anything. It's just I like looking good and feeling good. Mirrors are my friend. Never used to be. Afternoon, I've always got some personal development training or into the night. There's always that going on, like tonight, the 8-week course. But it's learning. I love learning. So I don't know if any of you guys on here love learning and growing. It's something I had a massive block with, but it's something I've really taken on. There's always just time for me, that's like I say, and there's always time for a friend's call or anything. And I'm always planning stuff, always interacting with people and around the world. All right, cool. I'm going to get to that in a minute. But I interact with people around the world every day. I don't know if you guys connect with people overseas. This was something new to me. I'd never traveled overseas until I went to Bali in February, but now I've got friends all around the planet. Something I do every day. There's one friend I'll contact every day from the other side of the world, or someone contacts me. So many calls I've had lately, and that's bloody exciting. That's something that's huge for me. It gets me excited about what I do. And then into the night, my mum cooks me tea sometimes. That's ideal. There you go. I'll throw that in if my mum's still watching. She's cooking me tea now. I get spoiled. Only when I'm here. And I'll get to the question soon. Then, dinner, whatever. I go out sometimes down the beach, Palm Coast magic here. It's why I live here. I do rub it in a bit. It's why I live here. I made a choice 2 years ago to live here. Simple as that. I go down for dinner some nights down there. And I'm single. I hang out by myself and I love my own time sometimes. It's really, really cool. Especially when you're on this journey of self-development. Being the best version of yourself. Spend time with yourself. Be happy with yourself. I find that really powerful. It's going to change. I'm not going to go into that. This is my ideal day at the moment. So no cheeky questions. Well, you can if you want. I'm open for anything. At night, like my personal development at night, like we asked a certain set of questions. I'm not going to teach them here now, but what it is, and this is really important for you guys watching this now, and anyone who watches the recording. Why am I single? Oh my God. Well, I'm going to go through all that other stuff first. You could probably tell me, Sonia. But end of your day, even write this down. This is important. Success priming is massive. This is just as critical. So write this down. Always look back at your day, because we have so much stuff that goes wrong. Like we do. But what do we do with that stuff that goes wrong? You gotta move on from it. You gotta learn the lesson. If you don't learn the lesson there and then you hold on to that stuff, your day's not done. You carry that shit into the next day, it's no good. You ask yourself a certain set of questions. How can you do better when that comes up again? What could you have done better? Don't blame exterior forces. Always look what you could have done better in your day. Sonia knows about this because Matt does it. This is really important. Always look, but always dig deeper. Go past the surface. Because usually when you're asking yourself questions, you're like, yeah, no, that doesn't matter. And you blame something exterior. No. How did you feel today? How were you today? Why? Why were you that way? You know the answers. Everyone knows the answers. Look at it there and then. Assess it at the end of the day. It's like an empty out for your day. But then look at your wins. Always celebrate your wins. Always. Look at your wins. What did you do today that was cool? And a win could be simply, I'm fucking alive. That's a win. So if you're down and you're struggling, you're alive, and you've still got, no matter what, you've still got it better off than a lot of people in the world. Imagine you do that every day. Ask yourself them questions every day. It's really simple. Then you get yourself excited about the next day. I'm not going to go into this. We do something called the Results Creator. Inbox me if you want to know more about this. It's something I've actually got in my 66-day program, intensive. I go into depth about this in my own stuff. Like really into depth. We actually teach the success priming in the 8-week program too. I've got a lot to get through. But that's my little day. After 9 o'clock, my 9 o'clock finishes, I actually have a bad habit of being on my phone again. And we do a lot of stuff. We do a lot of research and stuff we have fun with. A lot of stuff, history, all that sort of thing. I'm pretty passionate about that. I don't share too much of it yet, but I will. But that's my day. Unless I'm traveling, that's my day. So I hope that was there. That was a pretty detailed look at my day. What do we got here? I'm going to go back through these. I was watching you a few nights ago, I think it was Sunday, and you said you had enjoyed red wine the night before. Yeah, absolutely, Tiff. Do you know how many inboxes I get about, because I put my past out there, about alcohol and that. When I used to drink, and I had a lot of thoughts, emotions, and feelings attached to things I'd done when I drunk. Simple as that. So many, and I had that wrong. I used to tell myself I can't have a drink now because I'm going to just lose my shit. Told myself, something I've worked on massively, and this has been practical play. With Lee as a personal coach, Regan going out for dinner, having a red wine, yes. I love a red wine now. It doesn't make me go crazy. People think that. It's something that happens to something that happened in the past. You got that emotion, you got that feeling that's linked to it. It goes in your program, your belief system. It's a massive thing we work on. This is huge. It's huge. It's with anything. A lot of people drink, but the first time, and I've worked with a few guys on this, a few mates and that, go back to the first time they drunk. Why do they drink? To have fun at a party. They're always searching for that feeling. But when it turns to anger and that, your belief around it, it's like, and when you start to, like in my example, I can use my example, I can use some of my mates' example, but I always thought when I got drunk, I got in trouble. I did a lot, but it wasn't because I was drunk. It's because I made a choice, because I chose to be angry. I had this belief system that I was born angry. Alcohol amplifies things, and you should agree with this on here. I can go deeper in this on our one-on-one call, Tiff, if you want. I know a lot of people use drinking to escape from their thoughts and their feelings because it numbs the pain, but what does it do? Numbs it, that's it. It's like antidepressants and stuff. I'm not going to get into that. Numbs the pain. The stuff in there can be worked on, guys. It's as simple as that. It's linked to your emotions from your past, from an event. That stuff can get worked on through the change work, through the things I talk about tonight. The future goes pattern's huge for that. It's massive. So I hope that helped a little bit. I actually copped a lot of stick about the whole mentioning I drink wine. Everything I do is on the table, guys. Everything. It's all the truth. It's the best way to be. There's no pulling back. So yeah, I hope that helped a little bit, Tiff. All right, since I have been quite honest about where I've come from, what is my best tip now that you are quite public dealing with those people that you left or environments you left that were not serving you? For example, when you see them again in public working domain, hope that makes sense. This is cool now. I'm 11 months into this. When I started this, I didn't realize that environment was so huge. I had an idea because I moved away from the party scene. I had to because of work. I worked in the West. I realized that the people up there, the environment wasn't very good, so I separated from that too. So I had an idea that was powerful. When I moved away to the mines, a lot of my friends dropped off anyway because it was a party scene. They weren't friends. I still made contact with them sometimes, but they never rang me. So that worked itself out anyway. But when I started this, it was like I wanted to tell everyone. Like my first 6 weeks, I just had this amazing, ridiculous energy in this new lease of life. And this is the truth. I was in the mines and I was getting up at 2:30 in the morning, going to bed at 11 o'clock at night. That's how little amount of sleep was because I was learning all this stuff, but because I was doing the success priming and I had this new lease on life, I wanted to tell everyone. That's when I realized that the people in the environment weren't serving me. That's when I realized, when I kept going to them and they're like, you're in a cult, you're doing this is not. They didn't understand personal development. So when I left that, And I've been coached on this too, like massively, like hardcore, giving my time to people. Like I keep going back to all these people that I can help with this stuff. But people can't help them. Wait, what is it? You can't help people unless they want to help themselves. It's something I realised in the environment. As soon as I separated myself and I grew and I was around these amazing people, I still wanted to go back and help people who weren't in it. But I don't know if that helps a little bit. Environment's a whole topic. I always go into how powerful it is. What do we got? Am I strict with my diet? No junk food, carbs, etc. Oh, it depends how. I'm honest and open here. I do Isagenix. Open, honest. I use it every day. I love it. Like, absolutely love it. I've never been healthier and fitter. I use that everywhere. It's like, but if I want to have a meal I see on the menu, if I want to have 2 glasses of red wine, I will. If I want to have chips, I will. But I look after myself. This is the thing, and I touched on this earlier. It's really important. My number one internal driver for my health and that is my image. So I'm not going to go and eat heaps of junk food and all that sort of stuff. I'm not going to weigh my meals too much. Sorry, Celeste. Celeste has got a program for me in that, but I'm really truthful with her. But I'm consistent. I'm really consistent. I love my carbs. I'm high energy. I've got to feed that energy with everything else as well. So I hope that helped a bit there, Julie. Everyone knows I do ISA anyway. It's cool. It's all about balance too. Our health is number one important. What do we got? Why am I single? I don't need to answer that question. I don't know. You tell me. Awesome tip, thank you. Women need this stuff as much as men. We do, and this is what we realise. And I'm glad you guys are on here and being really interactive. This has gone for like 45 minutes longer than I expected because of you guys. To Nell, well, hello, mother-daughter team on here. Awesome. If you said hi to Nell, all right. Joe, I have a belief. Remember how you felt before entering a gathering or partying, then how you feel when you come out. That way you can untangle what you picked up from either from other people and how you actually are. Does that make sense? I might read that again silently. Throw some more questions in there. Are you talking about energy there, Joe? I think that's what it'll be too. That's a cool thing. It goes back to environment too. Any guys, anyone you're around, you come walk away from and you feel drained, it's their energy. You got to check that. Wow, this has gone on an absolute. But this is what it's all about for me. This is it. This is where it came from. Like I touched on there. Team Beast Mode International is at the core of everything I've unlearned, which what we've been talking about tonight. There's a lot of stuff on here you need to unlearn. Self-limiting beliefs, self-sabotage patterns, all that sort of stuff. But learned as well to be able to teach you guys, to be able to bring it to you guys, to be able to lead you guys to, if it be in Team Beast Mode, or if it is to a better way. You can, Sonia. And the best way to protect yourself from other people's energy is become the best version of yourself. Because you know what you'll do? You'll realize, you'll be aware, you'll separate yourself. That's simple. So, throw me some questions. I keep asking for questions and you keep coming up with some gold. This could go on for 2 hours. If you just want to stay on here for 2 hours, I'll stay on here for 2 hours. They're going to want feedback for the 8-week program, but internet didn't work properly, so it didn't work. Yeah, cool. Loving all the likes, loving all the hearts and everything. I'm loving like every bit of interaction here. The whole day, I think most of you have been on most of my live feeds today, which is pretty cool. It means I'm doing something right. All right, I'm going to finish it. I know you're excited about Team Beast Mode International maybe doing a women's retreat. What's the last question, Tiff? Which one, Tiff? Can you repeat the question? I might have missed it. Yeah. Which question? Oh, thank you, Julie. See? Blushing again. I suppose my question was, how do you get past old people from your life judgment? I feel like I know what you're going to say though. How do you get past old people from your life, from judgment? I think, I don't know. I'm still confused over that, Aaron. Are you talking about people that are still in your life or people that keep showing up that are... Yeah, thank you. It's, type slower. It's okay. I'm not going anywhere. Thank you, Sonia. Answers right there. It is. Everything is a choice. You choose to stay around them people. No matter how hard it might be to move, if you've got that connection and they're not willing to grow, if you're on this journey, if you're on this live feed now, you want to learn. True? If you're on this live feed now, you want to learn something. You're growing. You're moving forward. If you've got people that could show up, so you're thinking about maybe what could happen. Who knows? They could not. That doesn't matter. You focus on you. Seriously. Focus on you. That's the best thing I can say. When I become public, I've got some crazy, I'm going to say this, I've got some crazy motherfuckers from the past. Serious? I've put stuff out there that's serious. If I was worried about that, I would not be doing this. Like family, I think that's the question. And it's a journey of personal growth. If you want to put yourself out there, if you want to work on yourself, but like me, you want to live your purpose, which is moving people forward, giving them knowledge, giving them the knowledge from my life lessons, I'll do whatever it takes to put my story out there, no matter who shows up. If they don't like it, I don't name names unless they want to. And this is the thing. I don't target anyone specifically. I talk about my story. I give examples of my story and how I got through it. I give examples of people I work with to move them forward because it's what I'm passionate about. Then you do not give a flying fuck what other people think. Even if they're going to show up in your life, if you're moving forward all the time, it's their problem. Don't buy into their shit. 4 agreements. It's at the core of all this. Whew. I just got excited then. Love when I get excited. All right, my question was under Sonia saying women need this as much as men. I asked if you believe your dreams are relevant and do you also write it down what happened in my day? Like journaling. I do videos. I do live feeds. That's a huge thing. I do videos because I'm always on the go. I write a lot of stuff down. Here's my book. But see, here's what I'm living. But if you look at that, it's not really journaling, but it's everything I'm doing in my day. But journaling is huge. I know Tanya, who's my VIP. She's huge on journaling. She smashes a really, really close friend of mine. Celeste, oh my goodness, journals like anything. Yes, iBooks, 4 agreements at the core of it. But yeah, dreams, I believe my dreams. My dreams are linked to something. This is something I've been going deep on. Visualization. Don't watch TV, because then after you're watching TV, you're just reliving what shit they put in your head. Dreams are real. Visualization. It's all real. It all means something. I'm definitely not going to get all woo-woo on this one. We will be here for hours. What we got? Cool. Yes, 4 agreements. Everyone who watches this live feed, 4 agreements, iBook. If you don't know what it is, message me. I'll guide you in the right direction. I've listened to it like 15 times. It's one of the best things to listen to understand, to put into action. If you have got people around you that are judgmental, it's huge. When you were discussing daily stuff, yeah, journaling, because I have very vivid dreams. Write that shit down. Write it down. But here's the thing. Write it down if it's like, don't focus on it. Journaling's different. Journaling's like ideas you come up with. Journaling, like you can write shit. We talk about writing shit into existence. You can use it that way. And like setting intentions. But if you're having dreams in that, that's a different one. Depends what the dreams are. If you remember your dreams, can you teach me how you do that? Because I always wake up and I'm like, that was cool. What happened? So, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to wind this up, guys. I have to wind this up. Please inbox me if you want to know any more about the 8-week course. It is an absolutely amazing thing that we have got some amazing women in there already. We're about to start another one. It is awesome. It's all online. Mr. Bundy himself absolutely smashes it. He gives so much content on there. A lot of the exercises from the retreats he does on there, personalized, because it's just only people we can work with that really, really want to change, that really, really want to go deep, that really, really want to move forward, beast mode style. And it's not aggressive, absolutely not. What I be talking about, getting out of your head and into your heart on this with beast mode if it was aggressive. It's so not. It's so not. Thank you everyone for getting on. Please tell any women out there, queens like I put on there, message them. I've actually had a couple of your friends today, Sonia, that were on your live feed that have messaged me about this. I was hoping they were on there tonight. But message them. Let them know about this. This is something that's going to go really, really big because I can tell by the interaction tonight. It's huge. Team Beast Mode International, balance, all that sort of stuff. Thank you, lovely ladies. Any more questions, inbox me. I probably shouldn't say that at night. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if you're still on there, Emily. I'm going to give you a call after and we can go into detail about that. What do we got? I thought you meant at the end of your day writing down today's events. Oh, yeah, no, that could be like that, Tiff. But, Tiff, I highly recommend you connect with Sonia, Erin. Absolutely. Connect with them, please, about what we touched on earlier. It's really, really important. Thank you, everybody. This has been amazing. Thank you, Julie. You finally caught a live feed. This is awesome. I've got to go. I've got to rewatch the 8-week program, which is cool. Powerful stuff. Look forward to hearing from you in the inbox or even the interaction. See you later.